let's see here. We'll give it a shot. My name's Stephen Bruce. I'm a visual artist in Richmond, California. I paint with acid on copper. You're in my studio here in Richmond. See some of the works around me. I've been creating work since 2006. You might recognize the work through some of my public art exhibits. You can find the work in and around the parks of San Francisco. For years, I was a house artist at A Taste at Oxbow in Napa on 3rd Street. And I'll occasionally come up and do some public art exhibits at the festivals in the Napa region, like St. Helena. I love being out in the public showing my work. It's probably one of the favorite aspects of what I do. If I only got to create work and I didn't get to interact with the public, I probably wouldn't do this. Sharing creativity through art is to me is the yoke of being an artist. It's in those moments where I A, make relationships, and B, maybe I inspire somebody in their creativity to share their creativity with the world. As you look around in the studio, you'll see different colors and so forth. And really, what I'm doing is I'm manipulating oxidation using something as simple as maybe pickle juice or hot sauce, something acidic. Maybe it's an old Malbec wine. But each solution, the acidity is determining what colors I get. And from my own experience, I could tell where I'm going for that creative piece. For me, the work is about nature and movement, texture that we see. I want you to feel like if you see a seascape, it might be a body of water from above. And while it may not be a body of water that you recognize, there may be a body of water that it reminds you of. So you get that feeling of movement of water and a change of color at depth and so forth. Some of the earthier pieces might look like foliage. It might be, and so I tell people it's kind of weird because I'm painting with acid on metal, but the work is really, to me, kind of channels nature. So I think people who feel the nature of what I do, people, it's been described as serene, and so I think that's a part of it. I love doing kind of what I call abstract landscapes. I think because landscapes, everybody's landscape is different. If your vision of the sunset on the same day could be different than mine, which is the beauty of the creator, because there's this constant, ever-changing beauty, and it doesn't stop. It's not one picture, even though we take one picture. Sometimes when I'm in a classroom and kids will say to me, they all look alike. And so my first assignment for them is that night, I want them to all go home, take out their cell phones, and I want you to take 10 pictures, and I want you to take one every 30 seconds, at sunset. And then look at the first one versus the last one. And tell me if they're all alike. Because once you isolate them, you realize none of them are alike. And so I think people, that resonates with people as well.